Alright, we are live here. 1 second. With another stream, another day. Right now, we have a significant tornado outbreak ongoing here in northeast Texas. This is in the Texarkana region, a little to the west of Texarkana. This is currently along I-30 back to Longview and I-20. So right now that's where the peak is at. Switch to this. Alright, we're good. We have a significant tornado possible on the storm in Clarksville. Again, we have many others along this line. If we look at velocity, you can see the different couplets, like this one near Quitman going northeast towards western Winsboro and these areas like Black Oak and Picton. Right now today looks pretty significant. There are factors that may make this event perform less significant than expected, but we have a significant tornado possible down south on this one here. Edmond or Edom. I'm sorry. If we go to our Dallas-Fort Worth radar, this is most visible from. You can see that significant rotation and it's a little side lobed right there on the storm in Midway. This is going to go northeast. It's actually pretty discreet. This is going to go right from right near Midway up towards Mount Silent up towards Lindale. Again, this is a significant tornado possibly trying to touch down. We also have this one near Sulphur Bluff. Again, areas up towards Lakeview and Talco, all the way up towards Baugusta. Take cover now. We have a significant tornado event likely about to occur. This one is tightening near Yandis, going up towards Coke and near Pleasant Grove as well. So again, lots of discrete storms. This one is a viewer. We need to be watching this one going out towards Lindale. And that one's probably going to be very significant. We still have that PDS tornado warning on this one near Clarksville. If we go to our Texarkana radar, Shreveport radar, you can see this a little better. But yeah, that is a significant tornado that was hitting Clarksville earlier. If we go back to radar scope here, you can see it a little better from this storm in Edom. Again, Edom, take cover now. This is a significant tornado getting ready to try to develop here. Again, this could be a very significant damaging tornado. Oh yeah, watch this one, your equipment. Everything's rotating. I mean, this is already shaping up to be a very significant and pretty violent outbreak of severe weather and tornadoes. Already very, very significant. This Edom storm's rotation looks a bit less impressive there. Mount Vernon rotation's pretty large on the storm near Talcos and Sulphur Bluff, Texas. Again, this is all in Texas. Why does this say high? This is moderate, my bad. I'm gonna have to change this as we go to different scenes, or like make it better. Alright, but I will change it as we go to different scenes today. I'm going to change this one to north position. Alright, that's good. Alright, I'll have to fix that as we go. Again, debris lifted up 35,000 feet on this Clarksville tornado. This is very significant and possibly intense. EF3 plus on that one. This the one near Lindale still looks pretty bad. Intense cycle on this northern one. near Clarksville. Yep, take cover now. Clarksville, Texas, up towards Idabel. Idabel, Oklahoma, southeast Oklahoma, towards Harthworth and Broken Bow. Take cover now. This is a significant rotation developing right now. And we have even more stuff up to the north. These hot spring storms, all this might get going later. But yeah, shear's supposed to increase with time as we get through the night. Right now, the LOJ hasn't kicked in. We already have monster tornadoes. That one was very significant that we saw just recently near Clarksville, Texas. So yeah. But yeah, very, very closely watching this one. And not on the ground yet. Here, 1 second. Gonna have to eat here soon. But we still have a strong rotation developing. Again, this is going to just hit the northeast of Clarksville. This is going to go up towards areas south and west of Idabel, Oklahoma. So it's about to cross the Red River, probably going to shortly or in a bit. We have two other rotations we need to be watching. This one right here near Hideaway, Texas. This one near Yantis, Texas. This one just to the east-southeast of Sulphur Bluff, Texas, and this Clarksville, Texas rotation that's going to cross the Red River here soon. We have a strong mesocyclone on the storm in Hot Springs. This is going to go up towards maybe Mayflower and Conway. Actually, no, probably more north. I might have been right the first time. Up towards Perryville, Conway, Arkansas. I cannot speak right now. So, yeah, again, this one, Hot Spring Village, has a strong mesocyclone and will continue to grow throughout the evening into tonight. This one up here, I'm mainly concerned about this one down south. Very strong mesocyclones developing. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty significant tornado if it gets touched down. Again, these are in the moderate risk zone, or about to be in the moderate risk zone. And this Hot Springs one's visible from a radar that's decently far away. The one, again, near Mount Vernon is what people are keeping an eye on too. And we have this hailer, and we have a tornado warning in southwest Kentucky. Let's take a look at this. Very weak supercell. Actually, might be dropping some pretty sizable hail. Yeah, 1.75-inch hail that's observed. A considerable severe thunderstorm warning, but the tornado warning is radar indicated. And yeah, the PDS tornado warning is now extended towards areas farther. I think. Yeah, this is wrapping up, and I think we could have a tornado on the ground very shortly on this one, just to the northeast of Clarksville. So we have a lot to watch, but I'm going to watch everything to my best ability because, again, I'm not perfect, and I probably could miss something along the way, but I have a very useful source for, looking at everything open right now. That's how I knew what was happening in Kentucky. So, again, the kind of situation we have going on today is a significant tornado outbreak possible with a moderate risk today. That's 4 out of 5. 5 is high risk. We had that the other day on Wednesday, which produced a very significant tornado that we did cover live. So yeah, definitely, again, still watching this. We have a significant tornado possibly going up towards Idabel. So Idabel, take cover now if you're in Idabel. This is, again, going up towards the Idabel area. If you're in Idabel, then you need to be watching out. A new PDS tornado warning has been issued. This is a particularly dangerous situation, and this is for the Talco cell. Just to the south here, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Idabel, you're under PDS 2, so Talco, Texas, up towards Anona and Avery, Texas. Other areas are very rural parts of, oh, shoot. It isn't showing me the counties. Bowie and Franklin counties, I think. Yes, I think that's a Buer. Yeah, very. If this were to tighten, this would be a very significant rotation. This would be a violent storm. This would be a very violent tornado if it could touch down. So again, Talco, make sure you're ready for this. Anona towards Avery. We have 2 PDS tornado warnings on right now. Mainly concerned about this one going up towards Idabel in the short term. But the one towards the south near Talco, Texas, it definitely has the look to it that you don't want to see out of anything. So again, take cover now. This is a significant event. The violent tornado parameter, which is probably one of the more accurate tools to use, is maxed out, or not maxed out, but very high in central Arkansas, which would allow, so it's still unreliable, like a lot of things, but we have a good 5,000 cape on the Mississippi River, 5,000 up towards extreme northeastern Texas. Again, this rotation, your Talco could drop a wedge. I mean, this cell just looks very concerning. Very wide updraft base, which would allow a larger tornado. And this one, near Hideaway in Lindale, could easily touch down. The environment is ripe for tornadoes on every cell, especially this one you're going towards Idabel. I've been talking about it. I've definitely been talking about it and mentioning quite a bit of stuff about it. But yeah, we have a long evening of significant severe weather. I think Idabelle's on the ground again. So Idabelle, take over now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. A tornado is on the ground gunning towards Idabelle, Idabelle, Oklahoma. Extreme southeastern Oklahoma. Again, Idabelle, take cover now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. One of the highest level of tornado warnings that can be issued. Yeah, I think that's on the ground. We might even have a debris ball on that one, northeast of Clarksville. So again, Idabelle. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, Idabelle, you need to be careful. If we go up towards the hot spring cell, which we need to be watching as well, we need to be watching a lot today. This one of your hot springs will be gunning towards maybe areas like Conway. Yeah, Plummerville, Perryville, Arkansas. Again, maybe even Conway, Arkansas. If this does shift more to the east, Conway, Mayflower, Valonia, Holland, in the very long term, kind of short term, Hot Springs, Fountain Lake, that kind of area of Arkansas. But again, the main concerns on this PDS tornado warning, with the tornado possibly on the ground. Yeah, it could be on the ground. Again, this is very, very broad. Near town. Yeah? Oh, shoot. Yep. We're gonna go on intermission because I'm gonna eat. Changing the text. Oops. Oops. Alright. We'll be right back. we are back. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning on the storm in Hot Springs, which seems to be doing pretty good in its environment. Could pose a threat towards areas, like I said, Perryville, Morrilton, Opala, Hot Springs Village in the short term, Mountain Pine. Right now it's affecting Piney, between Piney and Mount Pine the most. So yeah, east to south could cause problems later too. A lot less messy than I expected. It is clearing up. Like, messiness is moving out of the way. This is probably going to be the main discrete threat. It's back here. However, again, this embedded threat is still as bad, or has as much of a chance to be bad. I just don't know what's happening at velocity. I think it's handing off a lot. Again, that was a pretty significant tornado near Clarksville, Texas, that we saw earlier. Yeah, we have a successful handoff on the storm. Right now, looking pretty messy near Lindale, going up towards Holly Lake Ranch. There's a tornado warning on the storm. Hawkins, Texas is in it. We also will have to watch this area up here, not in the main risk area, but again, this place could easily perform like a significant risk later. It's literally just shy of the moderate risk. So you have a 10 hatch, I think, that expands into here. But yeah, still, yeah, that's probably wrapping. We're gonna need a lot better radar data in the closer area, so this might move for a little bit in the better radar data, but right now it's moving into shoot, I know what this is called. Like, it sends out beam. Oh shoot. Okay, yep. Anyways, this storm in Idabel is weakening, thankfully. It is getting kind of absorbed by this squashy mess. Again, we still have a PDS for some reason on this storm right here. I don't think it's on the ground anymore. It is radar indicated, yeah, it was a radar indicated PDS, so it could have been like, you know, bad, but so far. Off topic completely for severe weather. Milton was the strongest hurricane last year. So yeah, I mean that was kind of obvious, I think. I could have sworn something was. Okay, I am tripping. We do have a very big updraft on the storm in Hot Springs. We'll have to watch that. Again, this is trying to wrap up near Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. Holly Lake Ranch. My bad. Nice. Yeah, this is just a massive broad rotation. That rotation's like, I'm being serious. Like the whole like rotation right now is 10 miles. 10, 11 miles. But the whole like actual rotation is probably going to be more like 4 miles. So there's like 6, 7 miles of rotation that's probably going to not be a tornado. It's mainly going to be this portion right here. Good, that's going to go out towards Avery and maybe DeKalb, Texas. These will cross the Red River very, very soon. The Hot Springs one looks pretty significant in the near future. Okay, I need a better echo tops thing, because that's bad. Enhanced echo tops. Yeah, the echo tops on the storm are pretty good. 50,000 feet. Oops, I just closed it. Alright. Good 50,000 feet with this one. But yeah, let's go back down here. I don't know what's wrong with mine. We have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, I think. Is that destructive? No, it's not destructive. It is a normal severe thunderstorm warning, but they're all brown. I think it's considerable, maybe. Still watching this one right here. Could definitely pose a significant tornado threat down towards Hot Springs Village. Very rural from Hot Springs Village to Perryville, Arkansas. So, again, Arkansas has a lot of rural areas, which is probably going to make this event. Yeah, we have increasing tornado threat with maintaining supercells in that new mesoscale discussion. So yeah, that'll be and this one right here, this little blip looks pretty significant as well. I was gonna watch the little blip. Anyways, let's go back down south to the other ones. Is that a... Okay, that's observed. Again, this tornado warning in Talco is observed. That means there is a tornado on the ground, apparently. I think this is a... Weather spotters have confirmed a tornado near Talco, Texas, up towards Anona. So, that could be damage, that could be a bunch of things, but right now this is the most significant supercell in my opinion. The one that is desperately trying to develop while getting mauled by overconvection. Oh yeah, Talco tornado is on the ground. New tornado warning for the storm north of Iabel. Okay. Yeah, we have a little rotation on these two blips. And then we have this messy flash flooding situation. Any flash flood emergencies? Good, we have no flash flood emergencies at all yet. So, again, that could change. We have this new severe thunderstorm watch back out here. We're going to watch these as well for some severe hail and damaging winds. Some little pulse kind of storms down in North South Carolina too. I got some pictures of one earlier. But yeah, the main threat is Arkansas. Probably that's a pretty significant cell popping up, and that is some rotation. Yeah, definitely saw. The looks a little sloppy at the moment, however. Probably will increase as the evening gets closer. Oh yeah, I just saw a throwback to Colorado in 2023. That was interesting. Set of events in Colorado that year. Yeah, definitely slowing down. Heck. So We're slowing down a little bit. Yeah, that is a significant rotation on the storm. Near Hawkins, Texas, going to Holly Ranch. Let's go down to it on this. Yeah, this is the southernmost cell. Yeah, the southernmost significant cell right now. Again, up near Hawkins, Texas. And there's a significant rotation right there. You can barely see it. But yeah. Again, very significant rotation. Just kind of wrapping now. Again, this is currently along Highway 80. Going towards Longview. The rotation is going to go up towards areas like FM 14. Maybe we'll cross the Farm to Market Road 2869 up towards Holly Lake Ranch. Yeah. Still kind of... Again, this definitely has slowed down a little bit. It's kind of one of those periods of the event where nothing really is happening too significant. But that is a significant set of supercells we got here in Arkansas. These are going to be some troublemakers later on. It's just a little early right now. But yeah, these cells are going to maybe do something a little more serious down the line in Missouri. Yeah, they look kind of bleh right now. This one right here definitely looking pretty significant still. Again, pretty significant rotation trying to wrap up here. But yeah, now we have a tornado on the ground. So a tornado on the ground, let's go on our 4-panel so you can kind of see what's happening. Yep, that is a textbook TDS going on right now. So, ooh. Wrong area, my bad. But yeah, we have a tornado on the ground right now in Texas. So, again, this is going to track up just to the west of Hawkins. Right now, it's north-northwest or west-northwest of Hawkins, going more to the northeast. So if we go on our other tour here, again, tornado on the ground in Texas right now. This is going to try to continue here. It is not updating, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's not updating on here. Let's go back. Again, on radar scope, you can't see much, but we're going to go on our 2-panel so you can see velocity and debris. That's probably going to be the most helpful right now. But again, a tornado on the ground just to the west of Hawkins, Texas, going northeast, probably to the east of Holly Ranch. So, again, a significant tornado is probably going to try to happen as the storm increases in strength. On top left, you can see those Arkansas storms, but again, a pretty significant tornado could be trying to happen here. Probably another cycle, maybe, until a more significant tornado happens. But again, this looks, again, still pretty intense. And we have another pretty intense rotation up here towards Avery. This looks, ooh, we're gonna have to watch this as it goes up towards it's going to cross the Red River for a little bit in Oklahoma and go straight into Arkansas near Winthrop in the long term. But closer right now, it's going to go towards Avery, Texas, and up towards Red River Valley, just near the Arkansas border. So this Texarkana region, exactly like forecasted, is getting those significant cells. Yeah, that's a hook if you've ever seen one. Wow, that is a textbook semi-discrete supercell. You can see this kind of inflow from the southeast into the hook, and then the storm wrapping in there. So again, textbook rotation or textbook embedded supercell kind of happening up there. We still have a tornado, based on CC, or based on our coral line coefficient. It might be pretty weak still. Not the strongest tornado ever, and I think it's going to cycle one more time before we get a more significant tornado on this one. Still has the chance of being pretty significant. That one near Bigelow looks really, really worrying on the top left. Again, this one looks pretty worrying. Already got a little spin. Never mind. It does not already got a little spin to it. Still gonna watch this very carefully. As it approaches areas like Menifee, Arkansas later on, Plumerville. Again, still watching this Hot Springs Village one, which is explosive, which is gonna go out towards rural areas north of Hot Springs Village. It is in Hot Springs Village right now. But again, we have a tornado very much on the ground near Hawkins, Texas, going up towards Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. Again, I think it weakened, but that's definitely going to try to drop a monster tornado as it continues. That is a significant looking hook, just like how we have one up north, which again could drop a very worrying tornado. Oh, you can hear that. So we have a observed tornado warning for this one near Hawkins in Holly Lake Ranch. That's going to go up northeast. Later on, Pittsburgh, Texas, maybe even Naples, Texas, and later the Red River. Probably going to be way more linear by that time. Man, that one. This is a pretty discrete cell. Out of this whole messy mess, that is a pretty discrete cell up near there, Avery. But yeah, observed tornado warning. Holly Lake Ranch, that's actually strengthening on CC. So, textbook rotation. Let's go down to supercell. WX, our other app here. Alright. But yeah, Holly Lake Ranch, we have a, again, significant rotation with a little bit of a debris signature right there. It's just crossing FM 14. Not sure the exact road. Again, the buildings it hit were probably along County Road 3480. Down near Lake Hawkins, the suburbs around Lake Hawkins most likely were affected, and County Road 3419 going south from 3420. Again, this is definitely tracked through these suburbs and communities along Little Sandy Creek and Lake Hawkins in Texas. That is getting deeper. That is getting more worrying and more deeper scan to scan. So if you're near Holly Lake Ranch, you need to be in your safe spot. Jeez. Right now it has this in its open spot. So right now it most likely hit this building, industrial buildings, on the right of County Road 3540 if you're coming from the south from Hawkins. Highway FM 14 most likely got impacted as well. And Farm to Market Road 3869 up north near Holly Lake Ranch. So this is a suburb, Holly Lake Ranch, eastern Holly Lake Ranch in the suburb, the Meadow. Again, the Meadow in Texas. That's a significant rotation. If you're anywhere in Holly Lake Ranch, Texas, you need to be careful. Again, if you're in this area, the Meadow community east of the center of Holly Lake Ranch, where we have the Holly Lake Volunteer Fire Department, Picking the Pines resale shop, just to the east of that. Again, this is gonna. Right now, it is over here in this kind of rural area where Big Sandy Creek, Nicole Branch is, a forested and wooded area with Big Sandy Creek. It's going to cross Big Sandy Creek and go either more northwest into the Meadow community of Holly Lake Ranch or more east towards communities along, geez, I wish it told me what road this was. The road that goes straight through Ronesboro. Again, this is going to cross Tangerine Road. I'm trying to provide the mesoscale details. That's a deep CC. Yeah, we have a significant to intense tornado on the ground in rural northeast Texas, Holly Lake Creek, specifically areas like the Meadow community, the Holly Lake Ranch Golf Club, near Point Park where you have Honey Creek and Greeberar Creek, and we have FM 49 along that road to the west towards communities near the Holly Lake Ranch Association Putt-Putt and the Sundown Bayou Recreational Area. So again, this is most likely going to cross up into these areas, and it's getting very close to a very populated area near Holly Lake Ranch, and it's going to go possibly near an intersection of 1002, Highway 1002, and FM 49 shortly here. So take cover now. This is not a tornado that you want to get caught outdoors with. This is a significant tornado, significant to possibly even, we could be throwing out the word violent for this one later on if it continues to strengthen as a small B word. But a strong tornado is possibly on the ground. We could get a PDS from this very shortly. Again, a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Yeah, it's hitting areas between Holly Lake Ranch and Farm to Market Road 1795, between Shady Grove and Holly Lake Ranch. This is where it's going. And it's going to go up towards Palm Road, Hackleberry Road, County Road 3550, up into that area. Again, this might be a campsite. I'm not ready for this. Next velocity scan could be very bad. Yeah, that's not good. Your tornado is probably might miss the central part of Holly Lake Ranch, but do not think about that because this could be pretty deviant. I want people to take this very seriously near Holly Lake Ranch, Texas, up towards Hawkins. I mean, very seriously. This is a significant tornado on the ground. Again, a PDS tornado warning. This will be like a personal PDS. It is weakening. I could definitely. Yeah, no. This should be a PDS tornado warning, but it isn't. So there's that. It is very, very slightly yeah, very, very, very slightly weakening. Sorry, I blanked. Yeah, that's getting tighter. I don't believe that's weakening. That's a very tight rotation. Again, this could be hitting the meadow community, like I said. Again, right here, Holly Lake Ranch, take cover now. We could have a very significant tornado about to touch down. The other one might have been one that's this might be a little small handoff. See, that was a tornado that was on the ground, and this is the new one. So we could have a new tornado trying to touch down in Holly Lake Ranch. We have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. It is cycling. This is the new one. Holly Lake Ranch, take over now up towards areas like Pittsburgh, Texas, south of Pittsburgh, Texas, along Highway 271. This is cycling into a very intense tornado, I think. It is in a very ripe tornado. Yeah, we have a particularly dangerous situation for this tornado warning in Texas. Yeah, we have a new stronger tornado that is forming. I don't know what's happening. Please load. Please refresh. Okay, I don't know what's happening to this. We have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Oh yeah, that's a strong tornado on the ground in Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. Take cover now. Storm chasers are reporting specifically Brad Arnold insulation falling from the sky. This very specific, but you know, I'm gonna go up north very fast. It could be cycling into a very strong and powerful tornado. Look at that. Arkansas is ready to go. Stuff is starting to unfold here. We have a very strong tornado, most likely trying to form right here near Holly Lake Ranch. Again, this is over this road right here. This is over Hackleberry Road, and most likely going to hit the Little Mound Missionary Church. So this is a particularly dangerous situation. One of the highest levels of tornado warning that can be issued for any sort of tornado. This particular tornado looks relatively strong to intense. That's EF2 to EF3 plus tornado on the ground, or getting ready to be on the ground. Very strong mesocyclone. Actually, could be going out for the dominant. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna have to tighten a little more. Yeah, right now it's gonna have to tighten for any strong tornado potential. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch the Arkansas stuff for a minute. This could be getting ready to drop a tornado to the northeast of Hot Spring Village up into later Houston, Arkansas, Perryville, Arkansas, and Bigelow, Arkansas. Yeah, this is definitely going north to northeast. Very wide updraft base. It's either going outflow dominant or getting ready to produce a violent tornado just to the west of Gilmer. Again, northwest of Gilmer, Texas. Yeah, still waiting for any. Um, Again, we are waiting to see what this cell in northeastern Texas near Holly Lake Ranch and Gilmer. It is widening its updraft base. Good God. It's probably going alpha dominant. It might be going alpha dominant, but still PDS, yeah. Let's look at spectrum width. Yeah. Spectrum width is basically the winds. I think just the winds. I'm not too entirely sure what that means, I'm not gonna lie. And then peak tornado threat is later this evening. Right now it is a good 5 p.m. Yeah, we have a lot to watch, especially the very. And why is there such a small tornado watch with a couple strong tornadoes possible right here? I don't see it, but okay. I definitely do not see why that was needed at all. You can kind of see where the viewer, actually, no, you can't. It is either going outflow dominant or wrapping. We do have a new discussion by the NWS in Paducah for this area I was literally talking about earlier, right here. We could have some surprise activity up there and later as storms move into there. Yeah, the most significant tornado I'll probably ever cover live was, oh, I don't know what's happening. The radar is tweaking, or we could have a massive wedge ready to touch on. One or the other. Yeah, this is that. This is this. It's rotation. Yeah, again, we have to wait for stuff. This is not PDS anymore, I don't think. It is still a PDS. Again, we still have a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning for areas up towards Pittsburgh, Texas from Holly Lake Ranch. Yeah. Is it the same? So Arkansas's stuff is not wrapping or anything. So yeah, just watching this interesting storm. The northern Arkansas cells, though, are starting to rotate. Yeah, those storms in Arkansas are north of the warm front. Not the ones near Little Rock, but the ones up north. Still a very big cell. And we'll be right back, going on another quick intermission. We are back with the rude awakening by a pretty significant storm or tornado trying to develop out of this. Again, trying. That's the key word from all this. Is trying. I don't know if it will exactly or not. We still have a PDS. It is definitely trying to wrap up and produce. So now I Tor R, I think. Maybe still a PDS. But yeah, it looks alpha dominant now. Oh yeah, that's alpha dominant. Oh yeah, that's gone. Jeez, that's a fat supercell. But yeah, we're gonna end part 2 later if stuff starts picking up again, but I cannot do this for this long straight. But yeah, we might later, potentially, for the nocturnal